Good day everyone. Today we have the 2024 Tesla Model 3. We are in Australia right now, specifically in Perth, and we're going to have a full review of the interior, exterior, and the battery engine, I would say, of the Tesla Model 3. So let's go and start. Now you could start the battery of the Tesla with two options. First is the application, and the other one is with the Tesla keycard. So you just scan it around here. Side mirrors unlock and the doors are now unlocked. Just press this tab right here. The door handle pops out and automatically opens for you. So on the inside you have your soft padded materials on the door sidings, your Alcantara finish, and your wood trim that goes around the dashboard right over there. And you have your window controls right here, your door unlock, and your white stitching accent on the door sidings. Now the seats are covered in leather, and you have automatic seat controls, your seat position, your height position, and your recliner right here. And the circle switch right here is for the lumbar adjustment. So before we go and check the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights here on the screen. We have it on auto mode right now, and your hazards on the map lights. Now all windows are electrically powered and all windows are automatic up and down. And to open the door, just press this button right here. Now, when we talk about EVs, there's always one brand that comes on top of our minds. It's the Tesla. Tesla is one of the biggest automakers when it comes to full electric vehicles. One of the best sellers in the Tesla lineup is the Model 3. It is the most affordable and mostly used for personal use and public transportation for its efficiency, modern features, and superchargers scattered around the world. The Model 3 was first released in 2016 and had a whopping 325,000 number of reservations to the car. It seems like the world was very curious on how a full self-driving electric car would feel like. The Tesla Model 3 became a global sensation as it came with a very distinct design and an out-of-this-world interior. It had a very minimalist interior and a big touchscreen in the middle of the dashboard to access all controls needed. It was indeed a new thing for the new generation. The current look of the Tesla Model 3 is still very Tesla in terms of design. The front end almost seems like a Porsche, and the back feels like a little bit on the conservative side. And when I say conservative, the design overall isn't too aggressive as what the trend of the modern vehicles today show. Its looks is something very common you see overseas, but it still turns my head whenever I'm out of the country. We are still waiting for the official release of Teslas in the Philippines as we are slowly incorporating EV chargers to public places. The Tesla Model 3 is one of the most successful vehicles in the market. Would it also be successful here in the Philippines? What do you think? So let's go and turn off the hazards and put the headlights on auto mode for the meantime. So on the inside, you're greeted with a 3-spoke steering wheel. It is covered in leather, and you have your side extensions right here for better grip and some black stitchings that runs across the steering wheel. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have your volume control and your previous and next button. So this is mostly for the audio controls, and right here is for your driving. So you could adjust the distance between the cars on the autopilot feature, or probably your cruise control. Now, in order for you to start driving, just put your Tesla card right over here. And here you have your gear selector right here. Currently, it's in park. So if you want to go to drive, just put your foot in the brake and push down, and you're now in drive mode. And to go in reverse, just push it up, and you have your camera system right over here. And to go to park, just press this button right here. So one unique feature that I've noticed is every time you go to a different gear, for example, right now I'm in park, you go into drive, the seats automatically adjust to whatever position you have set it in the last time you want to drive. And when you put it in park, the seats automatically adjust as well to give you that comfortable feeling of just sitting down inside your car. So the seats automatically adjust, and when you press it on park, seats automatically adjust as well. Now right over here is the main brain of the whole vehicle. So you have this big display right here to control 80% of the vehicle. So the air conditioning controls are right here, your different applications from Spotify, your recording, your Bluetooth, and your phone connectivity is right here, and a bunch of settings for you to play with. Your navigation is in here as well, and your door indicators on your right. So let's go and start with the different features of the vehicle. So first and foremost, you have a bunch of categories right here on your left side. You have your controls for the first one. So you have your headlight settings right over here. You have auto mode and your fold mirrors as well. Child lock, window lock, and your glove box. See, there's no actual switch or control for you here. You just have to press it here on the screen. Oh, there's a 4-digit pin. So this is for your added security. So once you enter your 4-digit pin, you could access the glove box right over here. And you have your wiper controls. You have your speed and your auto. So here, you could adjust it with the left scroll. And scroll up. So that's for the controls. And we go to the pedals and steering. So for the acceleration, you have your chill, which I really like how they put the chill word in here. It sounds very Elon Musk, but most likely the chill is the eco mode in other brands, and standard is your normal driving mode. Your steering mode is your comfort, standard, and sport. So the moment you put it in comfort, that's the lightest of the steering wheel, and the sport is basically when you're driving in a racetrack and gives you a better grip when driving the car. And on stopping mode, right here, every time you go into traffic, if you put it on hold, it would not accelerate automatically if you depress the brakes. So you would have to press the gas every now and then. And you have the roll, which is the normal automatic that we're used to. And the creep, slowly move when pedals are released. And when you are in hold, you have a slip start right here. So this is to help free vehicles stuck in snow, sand, or mud. Now for the charging, currently we are at 50% battery, and you have your charging limit right here. So what they recommend at most is the maximum charge of only 80%, not unless you have to use it for a very long drive. The most recommended is just holding it up to 80% for the maximum charge for your daily usage. Here, they say we recommend keeping your charge limit at 100% and charging fully once per week. So what they're saying here is you need to charge it full once per week, or it would really depend on how you use your battery. So everything here runs through the battery, even the air conditioning system, the transmission, the power steering, the audio, the driving, everything runs on battery. Now for autopilot, which I would not dare try here in the roads because I'm not used to driving here in Australia, but you get the gist of the autopilot features. I know you've seen a bunch of videos using this one, but yeah, you have a lot of settings in here for you to adjust, and basically the autopilot just drives itself without you having to maneuver the vehicle manually. And for the locks, you have a bunch of key or access for you to start the vehicle. So one access is this key card right here, and the others are for the application on your phone. So this one has the walk-away door lock. So once the car detects that you're not around the perimeter of the sensors, it will automatically lock the doors. And here on the lights, you have your headlights, your auto turn signals, dome lights, and steering wheel lights. Now I'm wondering what the steering wheel lights are. Probably I can see it since it's daylight, but we have to look for another video for that one. And for display, you have your auto mode, your dark, and light, which I think I prefer the dark more. And you have the reduced blue light that automatically adjusts to warmer colors at night. So a bunch of settings in here. Your energy displays distance, you could adjust it to kilometers or miles. Temperature for Celsius and Fahrenheit. Tire pressure to PSI or bar. And for the trips, you have your records of your trips in here. You have your trips since last charge, your current drive, and your total trip. For the navigation, which I showed you earlier, so you have your built-in Waze technically here. You can avoid tolls or avoid ferries in here. Trip planner, so it adds supercharger stops if necessary. So superchargers are the ones that are built in by Tesla. They've scattered it around your country, and you could stop there for a charge. And the supercharger of Tesla is the fastest charger that your Tesla could get. And I think a full charge would be around 30 minutes only with a supercharger. In safety mode, you have your sentry mode. So what this does is it's actually a security system. So when you're not around your vehicle or you're far away, you could have the cameras rolling around the car. So you have a camera on the inside right here, camera on the front, camera on the sides and on the back, and it would just notify you if it detects anything suspicious or anything that we don't want to happen to the vehicle, and it will be recorded for you to play back when you have the time. Now for service, this is probably for the maintenance of the vehicle. You have a tire service mileage on approximately 10,500 kilometers, and you have your tire pressure monitoring system in here as well. You have a bunch of service features in here. So you could have it on car wash mode, towing, camera calibration, adjusting of headlights, wheel and tires. So it would really depend on which service the car would need. Software is, well, in here you have your software versions and a bunch more stuff we don't want to know. And your upgrades, this is an additional fee that you could purchase from Tesla application and add some features for the Tesla Model 3. But for now, I don't think we have an available subscription for us to purchase. And on the upper right side, you have your signal for the unit itself, the car itself. So right now we are in 3 bars on LTE. You have your Bluetooth in here as well. You could connect your music and contacts wirelessly. And this is your navigation system. So it's very smooth to touch, feels like an iPad to be honest, and it's very smooth. So right now we are in the area of Joondalup, which is around 30 minutes from the main city of Perth, and that's it. That's your navigation system. So you just put whatever you want to put. Let's say I want to go to McDonald's. Just type in McDonald's in here. McDonald's Bustleton is 200 kilometers away. And we have the nearest one. And there we have the route for us. So it's a 5-minute drive from here. Now, in here you have your camera as well. So this is what I'm talking about earlier. This is the Sentry mode technically, and it records everything that's happening around your vehicle. You have your camera on the left, you have your camera on the right, your rear, and your front. So you could play everything in here. And let's see what's happening on the recorded. You could see me here recording a while ago on the front part of the vehicle. It's very nice. And here is your entertainment system or your features. You have your YouTube, Disney Plus, Netflix. If you want to chill out in your car, you could just play some YouTube in here and watch PatrickReyesTV. And there we have it. So be sure to subscribe, share, and like my videos, and you will have a lot of more contents like this. But yeah, so that's the YouTube feature of the head unit right here. And we have Spotify as well. We can listen to one music here. Let's go with tweeter speakers here and in here as well. And your front speakers are in the dashboard right over here. So initially, right off the bat, the speakers sound so bassy. I would say it has deep tones of bass, and treble is right off in the middle. It's not really that clear. It's more of the bass that really popped out, but it would really depend probably on the settings that they have set in. And here you have a bunch of quick apps that you could access. You have heated steering wheel in here as well, your heated seats and rear defrost and front defrost. And it has zoom as well. So you could be driving and having a meeting with your boss or your employees in the Tesla. This is your camera and your phone on the last part right here. So that's here for the quick apps on the bottom. And right here you have your air conditioning controls. So you have your fan speed, set it to max. Your front defogger, rear defogger, and your auto mode as well. You have your different zones. Heated steering wheel. And you have your camp mode in here, your dog. What does camp mode do? So camp mode is enabled. Car will stay on until battery reaches 20%. Sentry mode, security alarm, and walkaway lock will be disabled. So camp mode is, well, basically if you want to sleep in your car, it would use all the air conditioning power and the audio and everything else in here would be turned on until it reaches 20%. It would automatically turn off everything that needs to be turned off. And for dog, climate and screen will stay on after you exit. So dog mode is the same with camp mode basically, but instead of you staying in here, your dog will be the one left inside the vehicle. So I think that's about it on the air conditioning system. I think nothing much more. So that's it for the whole heart or the brain of the Tesla Model 3. So we're done with that. Let's go and check out the rest of what's left inside. So here you have your storage compartment in here. Deep pockets in here. Automatic sliding. You have cup holders. You have your wireless chargers in here. Just put your phone in here and you get your automatic charging. So you have two slots in here, one for the passenger and one for the driver. There we go. And in here you have your center console with a bunch of storage as well. There we go. And on top you have your window visors, map lights, and your sunroof. So if you're asking if this one has a built-in shade for you to just close this down, this doesn't have any shade right here. It only has tinted glasses for it to reject heat, but for others the heat is just unbearable and they would just buy a cover, an aftermarket cover in here, which I will show you later. You have your frameless rear view mirror, which looks very elegant, and here is the camera for the inside of the Tesla. So I think that's about it on the front cabin. Let's go and check out the rear seats. Now on the back, you have the same design as well as on the front seats, Alcantara finish and your soft touch materials. But in here you have a big pocket for you to put your bottled water or anything you want to put in there. Your speaker is right over here. There we go. So on the back, it's basically basic. There's nothing much going on around here on the back. It's all right on the front. But what you have here is another sunroof or moonroof, I would say. And it's all glass on the roof, you would see. And this is the one I'm talking about earlier, that you could purchase an aftermarket cover for the sunroof just to avoid the excessive heat, especially here in Australia, which in summer the temperature could go up to 45 degrees Celsius. So this one has a cover as well. We just removed it for the sake of showing it to you and what it looks like. So here you have air conditioning vents right here and your Type-C access ports for you to charge your cell phones. Seat pockets. Let's check what this one has to offer. So it's basically an armrest with two cup holders. So here in the back you have a good headrest or head clearance from the sunroof. It just looks a little bit narrow because of the cover, but nonetheless you have space in here, as you can see. And you have coat hooks as well on the back, one on each side. And one thing for sedans, usually you have a bulge right over here for the transmission or the exhaust that would pass through, but with this one you don't have that, and it comes in really flat, and your third passenger on the middle would be very comfortable. Very nice. And here's the front view of the 2024 Tesla Model 3. So I think that's about it on the back seat. Let's go and check the trunk and the front. Can you open it for me? That's the front, and that's the trunk. Now the trunk in here, you have lots of storage right across the whole container in here. You don't have any spare tires for the Tesla, just so you know. So I would believe the Tesla runs on run flat tires. But in here, you have a bunch of storage for you to put in, and you have your charger in here as well. This is where you charge your supercharger or any charger for your Tesla. Is what they call the frunk. It's a front trunk, and you can fit in a small hand carry luggage in here, which is very nice. So you have your windshield washer reservoir right over there. So I hope you enjoyed the full review of the interior, exterior, and engine details of the 2024 Tesla Model 3. This is very rare in the Philippines because we have yet to have an authorized distributor of the Teslas. But here we have an access of it. So I'm very thankful for Denver for allowing me to review his Tesla Model 3. So stay tuned. Please do subscribe, share, and like my videos. This is PatrickReyesTV signing out.